next one in the pivot section is the dynamic unpivot. If you have been following sequentially with the pivot video, the unpivot, the dynamic unpivot, you're seeing the pattern, the theme of what's happening in here. We're able to split stuff out, make them as columns, take them as columns, put them back as rows for a specific reason. Okay, so for our dynamic unpivot, I'm just going to show you this real fast to give you an idea of what's going to happen. I'm going to go to utility real quickly. I'm going to grab this. I only need a couple things in here. We're going to go pick on, let's do dates. Let's do all this company stuff in here. Yeah, let's do that one. So I have date, I have company A, B, C, D, okay, that I picked from pivot. Now I'm going to connect it. Now here it's going to ask me, hey, what's not being pivoted? We're just going to say date for this one. Just follow along. You see what I'm doing. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go company name. And we're going to say, I don't know, company impressions, because I think that's what we're using. Let's run preview. You'll see what I'm doing. Okay, we go to dynamic unpivot, preview, and there I go. I have my dates in here. I have my different companies, and I have my impressions that I picked. So what is the big difference between unpivot and dynamic unpivot? Well, in unpivot, we had to type out all the instances that we're looking for. Company A, company B, company C. I had to type all that stuff out. With dynamic unpivot, as long as you have only the columns that you need, you can tell Domo, hey, just actually, I don't want to type anything out. Just pick that one, that thing, and go do the rest for me. Why this is important, why I use this, is especially when I was mentioning before that if you have a spreadsheet that has January, February, March, April, May, it just keeps going all the way. Well, I don't want to have to type that out all the time. What if it goes for 2023, then 2024, then 2025? The columns just expanding so much, and I don't want to type all those out individually. So I'll use the dynamic unpivot to say, hey, you know what? Go take all those columns of dates and go flip them this way. That way, I just have fewer columns, more rows, which is what you usually want in data engineering world. And it just makes my life way easier. So that's a very pertinent use case of how I will use the pivot and unpivot differently.